G'day, it's Rowan here from Your Life Design. This is the first clip of many that I will be doing at various points in time based on success principles, which is based on the book Success Principles by Jack Canfield. Now, the reason I want to share this, the teachings and the concepts in this book is because they resonate so much with Your Life Design and all the content that I've put out so far. But also it really just highlights to me and backs everything up that success in any aspect of your life, whether it's successful friendships, relationships, financially, in your job, in your career, a successful spiritual connection, whatever it may be, it all starts with you and it all starts in your mind. So the very first success principle is you have to take 100% control, you have to take 100% responsibility of your life. Now there's this myth going around that you may think or you may not that you're here, you are entitled to a wonderful life. You know, you've been born and you've been put on this earth and you deserve success because of that. Now, that's all garbage. The only person who is going to improve your life, the only person who is going to bring you exactly what you need or has the ability to or opportunity to bring you exactly what you need is you. You have to take 100% responsibility for your life. The very first step is that you have to give up all your excuses and all your blaming. You have to give up all the stories that you've been telling yourself. You have to stick all these stories and excuses and all these blaming situations into a bag, take it out the back, stick it on the bonfire and watch it go up in flames because you can no longer blame. You have to admit to yourself that you are where you are because of all the series of choices you have made up to this point. If there's any aspect of your life where you'd like to see some improvement or where you just haven't been successful enough or you haven't seen enough progress, it is because you've created stories, and these stories are based on fears, they're based on a lack of education, a lack of awareness, they're based on your need to feel right or your need to feel secure, and none of them are serving you well. Now, who knows where these stories started or why they started? It doesn't matter. The past is the past. What matters the most is the choices you make moving forward from this point. You will never find success and you will never find progress in your life if you continue to blame other people or other events, other situations. If you continue to look to the outside world to create stories and to create excuses, then you'll never find that progress that you crave. There's a story about a guy who was looking around in his, out on the street for his keys. He couldn't find his keys anywhere. This passerby comes past him and says, "Hey, what are you looking for?" And the person says, "I'm looking for my keys. I've lost my keys." So the guy says, "Okay, yeah, no worries. I'll help you find your keys." "Oh, great. Good on you. Thanks." So they're both down there looking for these keys. They're looking on the pavement, looking on the grass. Can't find these keys anywhere. Eventually, after a while, the passerby says, "Listen, we've been looking for these keys for, ages. Are you sure you lost them here?" And the person that lost his or her keys says, "Well, no, I lost them inside, but, there's more light out here. I can see out here." Just like that, we are constantly looking to the outside world. We are looking to where the light is shining beyond us, beyond our mind. The moral of the story is you have to look internally because it is you who thought the thoughts, it is you who decided, it is you who took the action, and all of those things combined mean you are where you are in your current set of circumstances. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not all doom and gloom. That might be positive, you might be, kicking ass in whatever aspect of your life means the most to you because you were diligent, because you were timely, because you said yes, because you took a risk, because you got the right resources, or more importantly, because you were resourced enough. Conversely, it might be negative because you got a bit lazy with it, or you stayed in that relationship too long, or you stayed with that company too long, or you didn't take the risk, you stayed in your comfort zone, whatever it is. Any number of actions or perhaps inactions that mean you are where you are today. If it's the latter, then there are two simple choices, just two. Accept it, quit your blaming, quit your bitching, and take full responsibility for the situation or the circumstances you find yourself in now. Alternatively, and obviously the better option, is to get out of your comfort zone, to do something about it, to make the change, to make the improvement, because it all starts with you and it all stops with you. Both are choices. Simple, cognizant choices. Now, I've got my pen, got my whiteboard. I want to share with you a formula. I come from engineering background, so I love a formula. And this formula is just so simple and so clever and so applicable to any part of your life. The formula is E plus R equals O. Event plus your response equals the outcome. So an event, something happens to you, you find yourself in a situation or a set of circumstances, or something happens in the external world. The complete outcome of this set of circumstances, this situation, or how you're going to feel about it, the result is purely based on your reaction. So that is the only thing you can change, your reaction. For a better outcome, change your reaction. Here, Jack Canfield shares a cool story where this earthquake happened in LA and there's traffic banked up. It is just absolute traffic jam. It's not going anywhere. This news reporter goes up to the cars and taps on the windows and interviews a few people. The first person the interviewer talks to is this guy. He's pissed off. Oh man, this traffic, I hate LA. I can't believe it. First we have fires, then we have floods, now we've got earthquakes. He's pissed off about his situation that he finds himself in. The outcome for him is really negative. The second person just says, you know what? It's all good. I've got my coffee, I've got a sandwich, I've got some crosswords. I left at 5 o'clock this morning and my boss can't ask for any more than that. So, all is well. That is obviously a much more positive outcome because of that person's reaction. Now, the thing is, most of our reactions are habitual. We are just a bundle of habits. Every day something happens and we are so predictable in the way that we will react to it. So to create better outcomes, you have to question your reactions. You have to question your habits. And you have to stand back really and take a look at them and analyze them and question them and say, right, this is the outcome. I wasn't happy with the outcome of what happened. It might be, for example, that your kids started playing up and you blew up at them and they started crying and it got worse, and afterwards you felt guilty. So you look at the outcome and it was a horrible outcome. And if you realize that if you had have changed your reaction, if you had have done something differently, handled this situation differently, then you would have had a completely different outcome. So if you want a better outcome, then you've got to change your reactions. The reactions that you can focus on and you can change for a better outcome are your thoughts, what you think of yourself, what you think of the external world, the vision that you create, your communication, so your communication with yourself, your communication with others, what you say to yourself in your head is critically important, and also the actions that you take. You decide something and you either decide on taking an action or an inaction. Now, both can be positive, both can result in negative. Either way, they are the main reactions that you can undertake to create a better outcome in your life. So I hope this formula and these principles on taking 100% responsibility of your life have added something to you. Please add some comments below on any of this, on how you have taken responsibility, 100% responsibility for your life. Have an awesome day. Take care. Bye.